I never really saw myself as a leader, right? Because to me, that title itself just puts a lot of responsibility on anyone. The series, I think it was perfectly planned out because the way it started and the way it ended definitely had much of an impact on me. I think for me, it was that elevator pitch because I always thought that I knew how to introduce myself to people. But then again, I learned that as I grow, my identity changes. My name is Praise Babatunde. I am a People and Culture graduate trainee at the Standard Bank Group. It happened in Feb 2024. It went on for, I think, a period of 3 days, if I'm not wrong. It has been quite a while. I had a great experience. I learned a lot of skills that I'm 100% using now. It was interesting. I think the series, I think it was perfectly planned out because the way it started and the way it ended definitely had much of an impact on me. I think for me, it was that elevator pitch because I always thought that I knew how to introduce myself to people. But then again, I learned that as I grow, my identity changes. So I need to know precisely who I'm introducing myself to. And that will, in essence, garner what I will say to them. So that really helped me a lot. It has taught me a lot on how I introduce myself and even how I show up, the way I communicate, what I say, and just the little etiquettes that, some people may overlook, but might be a big deal for some people. The skill of self-leadership. And I found that very interesting because I never really saw myself as a leader, right? Because to me, that title itself just puts a lot of responsibility on anyone. But I did see myself as someone who could guide anything. So guide conversations, guide projects, guide anything when it comes to teamwork, right? So it helped me a lot, like understanding, the difference between guiding other people and self-leadership, so how to guide myself. And that has helped with each and every rotation, with each and every person that I interact with. I have learned that self-leadership, it involves a number of things, like setting your own boundaries so that other people are aware, the way you show up, not just for other people to notice you, but also if you are happy with the way you show up yourself. And I think that itself is an essence of self-leadership. If I show up in a way that makes me happy, that makes me comfortable, I am leading myself towards my better self. And also, on the other hand, if I push my boundaries in a way that I know I'm uncomfortable, but so I can learn, it's me leading myself towards greater heights. So that definitely gave me a wing, if I have to use the word giving wings. The different teams I've worked with within the short time I've been at the bank, I think it has impacted me because there was a point in time whereby, you come in as a grad and you think that all you have to do is learn and learn and learn and absorb like a sponge until you're full, only to learn some more. And then you realize that at a point, it comes to a point in time whereby you realize that as much as you're learning, you should also be able to teach. And I know it might be a bit difficult for some people to say, especially if you're coming in as a graduate trainee, because you don't really know much. But then you realize that a program of 18 months, within the first 6 months, you've learned so much that someone sitting somewhere might not have had the opportunity to learn. So that definitely helped me. I was able to speak out in certain scenarios whereby it definitely gave me headway in what it is that I was doing. I was able to teach others as much as I learned, and I think that gave me even more confidence. To me, that is actually a very important, if I may say, phrase that I live by, is that ensuring that wherever I walk into, no matter how quiet the room might be, I ensure that I am noticed, and not in a way that is narcissistic, but also in a way that I am not just sitting behind like a wallflower, but I'm actually ensuring that wherever I am, I'm able to like leave an impact. Whether it is an impact that, oh no, they see that, okay, no, she wants to learn, or they see that no, she might actually understand what we're talking about and she's able to contribute. So yeah, no, I have been taking steps to, I think, more than the norm in order for me to understand everything that I get myself involved in. I try my hardest to think outside of the box. I try my hardest to ensure that whatever it is that I do, I leave a mark, a noticeable mark with anyone that I meet in the bank, with, you know, no matter where it is that I go, even like in my personal life, I ensure that I leave somewhere with at least something.